Always display the character of faithfulness and trustworthiness in life. What that means is that possess a character of faithfulness and trustworthiness. Be reliable, be dependable, be loyal in every assignment of life given to you. There are many orangos in church today. Bishop Dag said that you can't train a wolf. Wolves are not trainable. You can only cast them out. Dogs are a little bit trainable, but wolves are not trainable. If you sleep, they may eat your liver. Sleep without catching them, they will eat you up. Genesis 39 verse 5. And it came to pass from that time that he had made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hands. And he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. So Potiphar gave Joseph complete administrative responsibility over everything he owned. With Joseph there, he didn't worry about anything except what kind of food to eat. Always display the character of faithfulness and trustworthiness. It's the wisdom that will place you at the top. It's the wisdom that will make you a ruler. It's the wisdom that they will leave all dominion in your hands. From that moment on, God blessed the home of the Egyptian, all because of Joseph. The blessing of God spread over everything he owed at home, and all Potiphar had to concern himself with was eating 3 meals a day. You see, as long as Joseph was in Potiphar's house, Joseph didn't need to bother himself with whatever was going on in his house. What a man. Can I say, hi, Evans, I want you to pray for 5 hours. I'm not there. I said, pray for 5 hours. And I will not bother myself. As long as Evans is there, I know he can pray for 5 hours. I know prayer warriors, they'll be sleeping. Immediately you go, lies. You know, I used to share with Pastor Amos. I had a guy, Pastor Francis, in Wind and Fire. If you tell him to pray for 12 hours, you don't need to check on him. Just go and sleep. And he's still doing it as today. If you tell him to go and stand at the gate of the church, you may forget. You will still be standing there. Don't get warrior. So when I was in charge of watches, many times I was now being free. I tell him, this is what I do. So now, can you also do it? And the guy can be faithful in prayer. That was how Joseph was. Display the character of trustworthiness every time life assignment is given to you. Don't let it be a burden that somebody gives you a job and still he can't sleep. And all adage in my language says that when you send a child, it is your feet that is at rest, but your mind and your life will never be at rest. Don't be like that. As a child of God, you need to display the character of faithfulness, trustworthiness, probity in accountability. Like I said, you see, every time you do wrong, you are the one who suffer for it. Because every time you gather out of the order of God, you gather to lose. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 11 says, as a patriarch seated on eggs and hijacks them not, so is he that gathereth riches not by right, shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be. When you read it from other translations, it will tell you many people who makes wealth by crooked means leave it at the prime of life. The Bible said the riches of the crooked shall be converted unto the righteous. Take note. The character of trustworthiness, faithfulness is a requirement if you want to do well in life. The good news is Potiphar turned over everything he had to the care of Joseph and did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. Wow. Except the food he ate. So the character of faithfulness is the best-selling character on earth. Trustworthiness may qualify where ability talented cannot or cannot. So note the following. Number one, the character of faithfulness is higher than charisma, certificate, or connection. Number two, who you are is more important than what you can do. No matter how well you can preach in life, as long as I know you're a thief, I won't give you my pulpit. No matter how you can prophesy, as long as I know you can take advantage of a small girls, you come to prophesy in church and then you are sleeping with a small, you will never get my pulpit. So who you are is more important than what you can do. Number three, who you are is more important than who you know. Number four, who you are is more important than the grade on your certificate. Joseph didn't need to have a certificate. He didn't know anybody. He was even a slave, but he became a ruler in Egypt. Character failure is at the root of most failures in life. People who fail in life don't have character. People with character are the most successful people in life. faithfulness is required as long as servanthood is concerned. At the root of many failures in life and in destiny is character failure. You want to see the failure of a man? Check his character. So if you want the topmost in life, always display a character of faithfulness and trustworthiness. You know, I'm telling you, when you display the character of faithfulness and trustworthiness, you would always be at the top. You will be a light. You have dominion. When God can trust you, your fear and your dread falls on anybody you arrive onto. So the Bible said, Jacob in Genesis chapter 35 verse 5 said, and the terror of God was around about them, and the people could not pursue them. They want to pursue them, but they can't. They journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue. You want the topmost place in life? Display a character of trustworthiness.